Hello, you're looking at a 2002 Sprinter FedEx raised top van. It's a diesel. If you're looking for a work van that's reliable, economical, got nice cold air, and well maintained, I'd take a serious look at this one, because these Sprinters are excellent vehicles to buy. They last a long time, they are reliable, and they don't cost a lot to keep on the road, and they're easy to maneuver. That's why FedEx has moved to these now. This vehicle starts right up. Now it has 339,000 miles. Yes, that's a lot of miles, but I'm telling you, if you drive this vehicle, it's tight on the road, was in service right up till we got it. In fact, I talked to the guy who drove it, and you can see that curly Q light. He says that was on like for the last couple of years. That's the ignition light for the diesel. But starts right up, runs well. It's got ice cold air conditioning. Let's walk around the truck. In fact, you can see the air conditioning water there, the overflow. Now they did paint the side of this with white paint, house paint, where they covered up the FedEx after they peeled it off. That's one of the rules that FedEx has. But it still looks fine. You really don't have to do anything to it. Has these nice aluminum shelves that fold up or down. You can take these out easily. Has the raised roof, and for me that's great because I'm a 6'3" guy, and it's easy to stand up in. So if you need an electrical truck or a some sort of service vehicle, I have a friend that uses these to deliver pellets for pellet stoves. He loves his. He said they're the best trucks he's ever had. You can adjust these doors where you put a strap on it and it only opens so far, or they go all the way around like this, and it hits on a rubber stopper. No windows in it. I gotta close this one first. So your tools will be secure. It's not rusty. Got a little rust on the tag bracket and a little bit under one of the doors, but overall this truck is ready to be used just like it is now. The seat got a jump seat in it with a seat belt. Looks hardly ever used. And the driver's seat has a little bit of wear. Now this door will lock, and it unlocks with the door key, so you can lock your compartment. And you can hear the motor. Runs well, no leaks, smoke, or any problem like that. I'm going to put my license tag on it real quick, and we'll go for a quick ride. Now we are located in Bel Air, Maryland, which is about 20 miles north of Baltimore. We're right off I-95. If you're coming in from out of town, we will pick you up at the Baltimore-Washington International Airport or the Aberdeen train or bus station, or there is a bus system runs up and down 95 called the Bolt bus or the Mega bus, and a pretty reasonable way to travel. Some of that comes to the White Marsh Mall, or just drive down. Again, we're right off 95. No big deal. I was amazed at how nicely these vans run. If you're looking for a larger step van, I have also a couple FedEx vans like this that I'll be putting on eBay also. And they are freight, they're Freightliners. Well, this is a Freightliner. They call this a Freightliner, but it's really the same thing as a Sprinter, Dodge Sprinter or Mercedes-Benz. They use these in Europe, and it's all you see. They're economical, they run well, have enough power and load capacity, and they're just great vehicles. There goes one right there. My key man has one of these, and he says the best truck he's ever had. See, so it's got plenty of power when you need it. Goes right through the gears. It's tight on the road, no shimmy or move back and forth with the wheel. I'm going to make a U-turn here and I'll go a little faster. So this is a no reserve auction, so the top bidder will get it. Excuse me. Please do not bid unless you have your finances together. You'll need a $250 deposit within 24 hours of the sale, and the balance is due within 7 days. Now you don't have to pick it up for 30 days, but the balance is due within 7 days. If you're thinking about shipping, there's a website called uship.com, the letter U and ship.com, and you will get your best shipping rate there. I'm telling you, this van is tight on the road and nice and easy to drive. Look at what other Sprinters are being advertised for in diesel. Look at the numbers they're asking for them. And then remember that this one is no reserve. If you look back in my pictures, you can see this just had an inspection from the FedEx mechanic. Like I said, they were in service right up till we got it. All the gauges are good. It's going to need a radio. They took the radio out. Also, I do have another one of these, so I have two of them if you happen to need to. There's 55. Haven't been able to get it up. Traffic here is a little heavier than usual. Now, why pay $30,000 or $40,000 for one of these when you can have a nice running one that's been serviced for way less than that? Way less. And it looks nice. Well, that's all the faster I'm going to be able to go. It goes 70, 80, no problem. It's tight on the road. Doesn't bounce around. Doesn't have a lot of play in the steering. It's a nice, tight running vehicle. So, if you're looking for a really neat work vehicle, no reserve, at a reasonable price, buy this Freightliner or Dodge Sprinter Mercedes van.